In this segment, we're going to talk about equalization, or EQ, how to make your microphone sound good, how to make it sound natural, how to enhance the sound with equalization. So speaking on this handheld, this is still on channel B on our board. I'm going to touch right here in the middle. That's the equalizer section. I'm going to pull that up. So just by touching on it, it now comes up, and you can actually see movement. These are the various frequencies of my voice that are going through this microphone. All the buttons up here, all these little things control different parameters. Now the equalizer is off. Just by touching it, it turns green. You see these little lines turn green. There's something here, HPF, which is a high-pass filter. On microphones, you're almost always going to want that on for vocal sounds. Students at a middle school age don't need any frequencies. Matter of fact, if you look here, I don't need any frequencies down in that range. I'm not speaking down there. So we can turn that frequency up. I'm going to start with that high-pass filter. And see the two arrows right here on either side of that that's blinking? That tells me I'm going to move side to side. So I'm going to move it over while I'm talking, and it's just now getting into the area where it's going to affect my low range. So I'll stop there. If I had middle school students, I might roll that up a little bit more. The reason that's important, low frequencies take a lot of power and a lot of energy to reproduce. And when students aren't singing, acting, talking in that range, you don't need your microphone to be worrying about that range. And sometimes that's where you can get a low rumble kind of a feedback. So you don't want that. So we'll just turn that up. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go into the other frequencies. There's a low L, low mid LM, high mid HM, and a high frequency. So now I can begin to adjust all of those. All I have to do is touch. And now that's highlighted. Now notice, again, the arrows on either side. I can move that, and I can begin to affect frequencies on either side. Notice up here, this is also adjusting. Frequency is at 950. 1K is often a problem frequency. 1.25, 1.4, and you can see it move down into the lower range. So now, multiple ways you can get there. You can just put your finger on this and move it down, or move it up, or you can take and sweep it this way. So we move that side to side. We can also push this shift knob. I guess you can't see that. I'm using the touch and turn dial, by the way. I'll pull this out just a little bit. I'm going to push this shift button. Notice it's lit up now. I guess it stays lit. But up here, this switches side to side, up and down. So I can use that to move it up and down. You hear my voice changing? Or I can go side to side. Now I'm going to touch up here at the top where it says Q. That's an important one. I can make it very narrow so it only affects a few frequencies, or I can make it very wide that affects a lot of frequencies. We often talk about in the sound world, this being, if it's really, really narrow like this, we talk about that being a surgical EQ. You're getting rid of problem frequencies. Sometimes it's called ringing out. If we have a microphone on and we're out in the house and we want to get rid of problem frequencies, every microphone in every room has a frequency that it's most susceptible to, that it picks up the best. Even flat microphones, if they're playing through speakers, speakers have a critical frequency in that room that can be problematic. And so you can use a surgical equalizer like this, and you can find out where that frequency is, and you can cut that frequency. If you see my voice here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ba, ba. I tried to just get rid of just that frequency, and that can help you with that. So we have surgical EQ that gets rid of small frequencies like that or small problem areas. But then if you want to add just a little brightness to the voice, you want the sibilants to come out, the consonants to come out, If you have a young actor or actress that has problems with T's and K's and different vowel or consonants like that, you can give them just a little bit of a boost, and you don't want to go real far, and you want the Q to be really wide. So you can find that Q and then go back to the frequency and kind of move it over where it needs to be, and that'll give them just a little bit more clarity to help their spoken lines or sung lines come through the mix. Then you can do that on every channel for every actor, and each actor is going to be a little different, especially depending on where you place the microphone, if they have wigs on or hats, just the natural voice for that actor. It may be a little different EQ for each one. So try it out. Don't be afraid of it. That's a good thing. That's very, very helpful.